Well. Episode number 2, Ollie, of the Tom and Glenn Storytime Season 3, and now in production, Ollie. And now upon us, Ollie. In the last episode, Ollie, we talked about a better view for Gordon and the other Tom and the Tank Engine story. That what this episode all about. Edward Exposed and other Tom and the Tank Engine story. That's right, episode number 2, Owling. So hop on board and explore the island of Dodor. Tom and Friends Storytime TV series proudly presents Edward Bode and other Tom the Tank Engine stories based on the railway series by Reverend Andrews. Our third story outlet of Edward Bode is Donald and Douglas. Donald and Douglas are twins, and they have arrived from Scotland. Outly. Hoping to top and hot, but only one engine had been expected. The twin meet that day in confusing. The top and hat have to get numbered outly, Donald 9 and Douglas 10. But they were still blatant that sent one engine home. There was a freight van outly in the yard. It take them daylight to Douglas. There was thing always went wrong, and they had to take it out. The train was late, but it was Douglas began to worry. Donald and Twin was angry. You must be a buckin', said Donald, to leave behind. He wanted you come, said the freight man. I'm hindering. Oh, I are you? Donald broke out. You're nothing but freaking noise. All said and done. Baron Donald, will you take that? Oh, cried the van. There were more coming. You should be muzzled. The van braver butter. After until only one day, Donald had an accident. The rails were slippy, and he couldn't stop in time. Donald wasn't hurt, but the top and hat would most annoy. I am disappointed, Donald. I didn't expect that alley unclaimed from you. I decided to send Douglas back and keep you. I'm sorry, sir, said Donald. You should think so too. You you have upset my enchantment. Now Jane will have to help you a good looking alley tender mitten. Jane wouldn't like that. The top and hat was right. Jane grumbled about Evan's work. Anyone would think, said Donald, that Donald Outley, said Douglas, that Donald Outley would have the accident on purpose. I had to tell about the engine Outley with some tar wagon. Shut up, said Jane. That ain't not funny. He didn't like that remember Alley own accident. Well, said Jane. It wasn't you? You didn't say. Jane didn't say. He shouted Governor away, and Jane it crossed. Jane it crossed out of court. And of course, tried to make him cross their still. Hold back, yelled the great card, each other. Jane didn't it beaten, but he is driven when they reached Edward Station. Luckily, Douglas was there to help me up the hill. Please, Sergeant Jane, the freight cars are playing their trick. We'll show them, said Douglas. Slowly but lordly engine run the freight car up the hill, but Jane was losing steam. I can't do it. I can't do it. Leave it to me, shouted Douglas. The conductor went flickering. Go steady, the van braking. The van was still pumping. No one had been hurt, but soon Edward came to clear the limit. The topman hat was on board. I mustn't have known it would be Douglas, he said. Douglas was grinning. Sir, said Edward. James had no steam left, but Douglas worked hard. I heard from my yard. Two would have been enough, said the topman hat. I'll be fair, Douglas, but I don't know. I really don't know, the topman hat, when making up a mind about which engine to send away. But that's another story. The predicament. Now came early alley on the island of Sodor. No came early on the island of Sodor. And whatever then mostly engine they hate no. Donald and Douglas outlay were used to do it. Coupling back to back, the van between their tender alley, and no plow no run. They set to work, they puffing backward and forward, pulling the line, and clearing the snow and limping away, cackling. Easy, but sometimes they found deeper drip. Presently they came with Dublin with a larger than most, at they changing when backing in other try win. Help who? Allowed Franklin. Donald, it's Henry. Don't worry yourself, Henry. Wait where we'll have you out. Henry was grateful outwardly. He saw all was not well. The twins were looking glum. They told him that the topman hat, when making a decision, he's sending away. He's sending us away for sure, Lamb, said Percy. A lot of nothing about a broken signal box, from Gordon. That Ribbon right man too, Ollie. Pull it into James. Good Ribbon. Good ribbon. That what I say. The twins are burning in the snow at Henry. It isn't fair. They all agree on something must be done, but not know what. Pretty decided to talk to Edward about it. What do you need and what do you isn't? What do you need? Said Edward. It is a definition. He explained what that said. Percy ran quickly out, run back quickly, and Edward say he needed to report the danger. Of course, said Gordon. The question is, what is the predicament, at Henry? If the engine tells the Topham Hat about something wrong, said Percy. Did you say to tell the Topham Hat at Duck? As mentioned, there is a long silence. I, I, I problem, said Gordon. That Percy outlay being our internet. Me, Robert Percy. I can't, Robert Percy. To Henry immediately. That isn't dial the courtly, said Gordon. Poor Percy, whistled a week. Hello, Percy. It's nice to be back. Percy jumped. Yet, sir, yet, please, sir. You look nervous, Percy. What's the matter? Please, sir. They're they made me a predicament, sir. To beat to you, sir. I don't like it, sir. The Topman Hat problem. Do you mean a predicament, Percy? Yes, sir. Please, sir. If Donald and Douglas out they say, sir, that you sent them away, sir. Will they be turned into scrap, sir? If you sent them away, Ally, and they turned rapture, that would be different. Sir, please, sir, don't send them away. Thank you, Percy. That will do. Later, Sir Topham Hatt had spoken to the engine. I have a different. I understand your feeling, Ally, and ever a lot of the matter. He prodded blubbering to Donald and Douglas. I hear that your work in no good. You still have new coat and your paint. The twin were surprised. Thank you, sir. But your names will be painted Owling on you, Owling, and you'll have no more mistake. Thank you, sir. Do you mean both of us? The top hat smiled. It mean, but the rest of the beat was thrown down and cheer and whistle. The twin were here today. The deal. The deal. Bill and Ben are tank engine twin, each with four-wheel and tiny cinnamon domes. They're small and quackman, and the freight cars were filled with china clay. It needed for printing paper and painting and other things. The twins are now keeping busy pulling card for the engine on the main line. And sharpening harbor out in the morning. The angry howling went away no more, and when they returned to find them all gone, the twins were multiplied. Their driver claimed outlet for a packet of oil. That diesel, they say. It what? Asked Bill. A diesel, I think, replied Ben. There's nothing about in our shed. Copying needing a diesel outlet you have caught in your boat bought yesterday. It bolted to the diesel came. It isn't. It is. Stop annoying you two, laughing their driver. Let go and wreck you our freight car. Bill and Ben were awesome, but the diesel went magic away like the freight car. It won't magic us, replied the driver. With more likely magic, lightning it doesn't more the twin so. We'll take away your name and number out, Lily, and then it will end too. Promenade, the twin set off their journey to find the deal. They were looking forward to playing trick on him. Creeping into the yard, they found the deedle signed with the missing car. Ben had been behind, but Bill went over the lawn. The deedle looked up. Do you mind? Yes, said Bill. I do. I want my car back. They're mine, said the deedle. Go away. Bill run. You're a big bully, he said wistfully. You be sorry. They ran back behind him, and the cars on the other side. Ben now came forward, and the car's children hit Ben. He ran away too. Bill took it plate. This was the treasure in the needle, and an eye near it popped out. Stop! You're making me griffin. The two engine gazed at him. Are there two of you? Yet we're twin. I might we know it. Just then, Edward bursts up. Bill and Ben, why are you playing here? We're not playing, Madam Bill. We're reckoning our card. Quit Ben. Even you don't taking out our card without acting, but the deedle did, Ollie. There's no cause to be rude, that Edward Chedrin. This engine, it and a multiple bigger diesel electric Type 2. The twins were not important. We're sorry, Mister. Never mind, the diesel smiled. Call me Boco. I'm sorry, I sorry didn't understand about the card. That's alright, that were. Now off you go, Bill and Ben. Bet Boco card. Then you take this lot, and there no real of them, he said to Boco. But they are mid-rack time. Boco chuckled mumbling, and he said it did the world. The word. Alright. The last story of Edward Bode and other Thomas the Tank Engine stories. Bertie the Butt was giving some visitor a tour of the island of Sodor. There was there last afternoon. Edward was planning to meet Bill and Ben. He found it hard to start a heavy train. Did you see him straightening at Henry? Captain James. Jet Pratten, grumbled Gordon. He should give up Ali to before it's too late. Shut up, butternut duck. You're just all children, Edward. Better than everything you all. You're right, Duck, said Boco. Edward old, but he's the pride at all. I done it. We're off. I done it. We're off, said Edward. Buzzing Paul out of the station, Bill and Ben Outley popped out of the station, and Bill and Ben Outley were expecting to see the visitor. They loved being photographed, Outley, and later they took the party Outley to the China Clay and working with a great band battle. Everyone had spent the time, and the visitors were most important. Then Edward took the visitor home. On the way, the weather changed. Wind and rain buffered Edward, and he sat on a great fall. His firemen rolled in the front and dropping sand on the rail. Suddenly, Edward's wheel flipped, rumbling, and with a giggle crack. Something broke, and its crew expected the damage. Repair took some time, and one of the trackers broke. Edward, said its driver, when we take off your side rod, now you're like a famous engine. An old-fashioned engine. Can you get the people home? They must start back tonight. I'll try, sir, promised Edward. Edward puffed the hardest, and its wheels kept spinning, but they not started in the heavy rain. The passengers were entering, and the driver and fireman and the conductor went along the train and making between the coaches. When looting the coupling that late, Edward, now you can pick the coaches up by one. Jackly knew with great card outlay that much easier than it worked. Come on, he puffed. Let move driven forward. The third coach moved and held to start the second, and the second held the third. I done it, puffed Edward. Steady, boy, warned the driver. Well done, boy. You got there, you got it. And listening happily to Edward, Gridden there and forgotten lowly and turning ahead. At last, veteran waiting on bum, Edward steaming in, Henry waved to the visitor for a special train. Peep peep, the topping hat angry pointed outly to its clock. But it silently the passenger cheered and thanked Edward. A driver and fireman, Duck and Boco saw to it that Edward was left in peace. Gordon and Jane remained vigilant, silent. The end. Well, there you have it, everyone. Well, there you have it, folks. That's how Edward became the best of all time, and that's how everything became the best. what will happen in episode 3 of the Tom and Friend Storytime Season 3? Well, my friend, that is a story. Hmm. Well, okay then. Well, everyone, that includes the episode. That is a story.